Welcome to our journey through time, where we explore some of the greatest ancient civilizations that shaped the world as we know it today. From the sands of Egypt to the fertile plains of Mesopotamia, the vibrant city-states of Greece, the vast empire of Rome, the sophisticated societies of China, and the mysterious Indus Valley civilization, each culture contributed uniquely to the tapestry of human history. Let's dive into their fascinating cultures, incredible achievements, and the daily lives of the people who lived thousands of years ago. Ancient Egypt society was organized in a strict hierarchy. Ancient Egypt, one of the longest-lasting civilizations in history, developed along the fertile banks of the Nile River over 5,000 years ago. The Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, provided a dependable source of water, enabling the growth of a powerful civilization known for its architectural marvels, complex social structure, and profound religious beliefs. The culture of ancient Egypt was deeply intertwined with religion. Egyptians believed in a pantheon of gods and an afterlife, which profoundly influenced their art, architecture, and daily practices. They constructed monumental structures, such as the pyramids of Giza, which served as tombs for pharaohs, designed to ensure their safe passage to the afterlife. The Great Sphinx, with its lion's body and human head, symbolized the pharaoh's strength and wisdom. Daily life in Egypt was largely centered around the Nile's flood cycle, which dictated agricultural practices. The majority of Egyptians were farmers, growing crops like wheat and barley. The pharaoh at the apex, followed by a class of priests who managed religious affairs, scribes who were responsible for record-keeping and administration, skilled artisans who crafted goods and monuments, and laborers who performed agricultural and construction work. Artisans were skilled in creating jewelry, pottery, and sculptures that often depicted gods, pharaohs, and scenes from everyday life. Innovations in medicine, mathematics, and engineering are just a few examples of Egypt's remarkable achievements. Their advancements in medicine included surgical procedures and herbal remedies, while their mathematical knowledge enabled them to build some of the most enduring structures known to humanity. Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. Mesopotamia, located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in modern-day Iraq, is often referred to as the cradle of civilization. Here, the Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, and Assyrians developed some of the earliest known forms of writing, built monumental architecture, and established complex social, political, and economic structures. The Sumerians, one of the earliest Mesopotamian cultures, are credited with inventing cuneiform writing, which began as pictograms and evolved into a complex script used for record-keeping, literature, and legal documents. The Code of Hammurabi, developed by the Babylonians, is one of the earliest and most complete written legal codes, establishing laws on a range of issues from property rights to criminal behavior, reflecting the importance of law and order in maintaining social cohesion. Mesopotamian culture was rich in mythology, with a pantheon of gods representing natural forces and aspects of human life. The ziggurat, a massive terrace structure, served as both a temple and a center for worship. The Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest known pieces of literature, tells the story of a king's quest for immortality and provides insight into the values and beliefs of ancient Mesopotamian society. Daily life in Mesopotamia was diverse and complex. The economy was primarily agricultural, but trade, craftsmanship, and the development of cities like Uruk and Babylon created bustling urban centers. Artisans and craftsmen produced goods ranging from pottery to textiles and metalwork. Social hierarchy was evident, with a ruling class, priests, merchants, and slaves. Mesopotamians also made significant advancements in astronomy and mathematics, laying the groundwork for later scientific developments. Ancient Greece, the birthplace of Western thought and democracy. Ancient Greece, a collection of city-states including Athens, Sparta, and Corinth, is often celebrated as the birthplace of democracy, philosophy, and Western culture. Greek civilization flourished between the 8th and 4th centuries BCE, making profound contributions to politics, science, art, and literature. The culture of ancient Greece was centered around the polis, or city-state, each with its own government, laws, and customs. Athens is particularly notable for developing one of the earliest forms of democracy, where citizens could participate directly in decision-making. Greek philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle explored fundamental questions about ethics, politics, and the nature of knowledge, laying the intellectual foundations of Western philosophy. The Greeks were also renowned for their contributions to art and architecture. The Parthenon in Athens, with its Doric columns and detailed sculptures, exemplifies the Greek ideals of beauty, balance, and harmony. Greek drama, developed in Athens, introduced the world to genres like tragedy and comedy, with playwrights such as Sophocles and Aristophanes exploring themes of fate, justice, and human folly. Daily life in Greece varied significantly depending on the city-state. In Athens, citizens engaged in public debate, philosophy, and the arts, while in Sparta, society was oriented around military training and discipline. The Greeks were also known for their athletic competitions, with the Olympic Games serving as both a religious festival and a showcase of physical prowess. Their advancements in science and mathematics laid the groundwork for later discoveries in astronomy, physics, and engineering. Ancient Rome, the great empire, the Roman Empire, which grew from a small city-state on the Italian peninsula to a vast empire encompassing much of Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, is renowned for its military might, engineering prowess, and legal innovations. Roman culture absorbed and adapted elements from the various peoples they conquered, creating a rich and diverse society. Roman culture was heavily influenced by the Greeks, especially in the fields of art, philosophy, and religion. However, the Romans were also innovators, particularly in engineering and architecture. They built extensive road networks that connected the empire, enabling the efficient movement of troops, trade, and communication. The construction of aqueducts brought fresh water to cities, while structures like the Colosseum and the Pantheon showcased their architectural and engineering skills. Daily life in Rome was marked by a stark contrast between the rich and poor. The elite enjoyed lavish lifestyles, complete with grand villas, elaborate feasts, and political influence. In contrast, the lower classes lived in crowded apartments and often relied on public distributions of grain. Despite these differences, Roman cities were vibrant centers of activity, featuring markets, public baths, theaters, and forums where citizens gathered to discuss politics and socialize. The legal system in Rome, which included the development of Roman law, has had a lasting influence on legal systems in many countries today. Ancient China. The Middle Kingdom. Ancient China, with its long dynastic history, contributed significantly to philosophy, technology, and governance. From the Zhou to the Han dynasties, China saw the rise of influential philosophies such as Confucianism, Taoism, and legalism, which shaped Chinese thought, politics, and society for centuries. The Chinese are credited with numerous inventions that had a profound impact on the world, including papermaking, the compass, gunpowder, and printing. These innovations facilitated communication, exploration, and cultural development, both within China and beyond. The construction of the Great Wall during the Qin dynasty to protect against invasions from northern nomads is one of China's most famous architectural achievements and a symbol of its enduring legacy. Daily life in ancient China was deeply influenced by agricultural practices, with the vast majority of people engaged in farming. The family was the central unit of society, with a strong emphasis on respect for elders and ancestors. Social hierarchy was rigid, with a distinct class structure that included the emperor, scholars, peasants, artisans, and merchants. Education and civil service were highly valued, and the examination system became a crucial path to social mobility. Indus Valley Civilization. The forgotten society, the Indus Valley Civilization, which flourished around 2500 BCE in what is now Pakistan and northwest India, remains one of the most enigmatic ancient cultures. Known for its advanced urban planning, the civilization featured well-organized cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, which were built with precise grid patterns and advanced drainage systems. Despite the lack of decipherable written records, archaeological evidence suggests that the Indus Valley people were skilled in craftsmanship and trade. They produced high-quality pottery, jewelry, and seals, which were likely used for trade and administrative purposes. The civilization had standardized weights and measures, indicating a sophisticated understanding of mathematics and commerce. Daily life in the Indus Valley appears to have been well organized and community-oriented. The people were primarily engaged in agriculture, growing crops such as wheat, barley, and peas. The discovery of granaries suggests a central authority that managed food storage and distribution. Social stratification seems to have been minimal compared to other ancient civilizations, as there is little evidence of palaces or monumental tombs, indicating a more egalitarian society. These ancient civilizations, each with its unique culture, achievements, and ways of life, have shaped the course of human history. From their innovations in writing, law, and architecture to their rich religious and philosophical traditions, these societies laid the groundwork for many aspects of the modern world. As we continue to uncover the mysteries of the past, we gain a deeper appreciation for the complexity and ingenuity of our ancestors, understanding that their legacies continue to influence us today.